Salut Loop. Bonsoir. Ce soir, DCS. Je parle avec l'accent un moment. Check.
Check, check.
Do you want to get on the private one as well?
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Yep.
Right. I'm about to come in. I have Loop EDL on my stream at the moment. Il est français. So I shall be practicing. I'll try and practice only on my stream though.
So the question is that your stream on YouTube or Twitch?
They are currently on YouTube at the moment. There's just one person there on YouTube.
Have you managed to pick up any additional viewers that you've noticed during the evenings now that you're sort of hitting Twitch as well?
Possibly. I've got a sub from Twitch. Or follow, whatever you call it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the terminology on Twitch.
Yeah, for Twitch it'll be a follow at your level on it. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Because I've also started hitting Mixer as well, which is the Microsoft streaming platform.
I saw something about warning. Looks like you're streaming FTL without having Mixer channel. That's a warning that I'm seeing.
Really?
You may consider switching to RTMP.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. Perhaps that's something that is only relevant for Mixer. I don't know.
I don't know.
I've not looked into it that much. I keep getting the render overload or something like that every now and again. It's all right at the moment, but I have noticed it's occur a couple.
You fell off your switch then, I think, but I know you were saying it. The notes that occur. I assume you meant a couple of times. I'm still loading in, by the way. It's nearly done.
Right. Okay. yeah, hopefully we might get a couple more people come in again tonight.
Yep. I'm wondering if you need to increase your delay on when you release your key, because that's a setting, isn't it, in
Right.
Discord? You can tell it to not stop transmitting until like 250 milliseconds after you release the button.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. That way you shouldn't clip so much. So I think you can tell it,
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Push to talk. Release delay. Okay.
yeah, it's release delay. There might be uh, a delay. No, I make my own delay when I push the button to talk, and then when I finish talking, I release, and it releases a little bit after me. So just in case I'm a bit
Right.
quick on the release of the button.
Okay. I'll have to see how that works out. I've just given it 200 milliseconds. So.
Okay. Loop, bienvenue à Krasnodar. Track IR in the Mashapa.
Sorry. That's my button. Sorry.
Did I say that to the stream? To yours?
No. That was me. That was me.
Okay. Well, I've got to go and come back because Track IR hasn't picked up DCS. I've got to go out of DCS and come back in again. Loop. Je peux aller pour une minute parce que Track IR il ne marche pas à le moment. Je commence. Je recommence DCS. So, une minute. Une minute. Vous comprenez? Ah, bien, merci. Une minute ou deux. Good evening, Twitch viewer. Just waiting for DCS to load in. C'est très bien, beaucoup minutes, Luke.
Right, is as good as any. Oh, and telling me knows what steering as well now. Sorry, wrong button.
C'est l'accent. It's taking a very long time. Très beaucoup minutes. I might have to restart DCS yet again just to see, because DCS wasn't picking up track IR a minute ago. So, well, a few minutes ago. C'est possible, recommence encore. Je ne sais pas pourquoi. Yeah, I don't want to, but it's probably going to be quicker just for me to restart DCS again. But I did see 2 instances of DCS in Task Manager, so I got rid of one. But it still doesn't seem to be picking up. So I'm going to start again, I think. Recommence encore. Aha. I'll try again then. Track IR is now working. Track IR il marche. Okay, I've just restarted DCS again. I've now got track IR and it does seem to be going in.
Okay.
Beer in my wine glass makes it last a little bit longer.
You are approaching the medium zone. Turn back unless you want to activate this zone.
I know where you are then. Et voilà, track IR. I hear a chopper. French, helicopter. I don't know how to say
You have
helicopter.
selected medium. Random objective generating. Stand by. Attention all aircraft. Satellite imagery shows that an old and abandoned helipad has recently been put to use again by the enemy. This imagery is a few days old, so we're unsure as to the strength of the force at the FARP today. The FARP is approximately 10 kilometers to the east of the largest town in the area, Goriachi Cluj. Alternatively, you can look for it at waypoint 3.
Okay. Just trying to get my view okay. So panel lights on, booster and starter switch covers are open. I'm going to turn on the fuel pump. Hopefully you'll hear that. It's very quiet for me. And I'm going to open the fuel cock, which is the lever directly behind my hand currently. I'm also going to put on the, well, before I go any further, I'm going to put on the parking brake. It's currently off. I'm going to put it on so that when I start the engine it doesn't nose over. I'm now going to turn on the magnetos. Turn on the landing gear light. And just to be friendly to my other team, I'll make myself a little bit more visible by putting on my nav lights. I can hear a chopper, but I don't know where he is or who he is. Let's see if I can find him. Oh, it's this guy here. He's directly opposite me. Is it a player or is it? It's Jagos. Jagos is a player, obviously. He's over there somewhere, but I can't see him. Might see him if he stays there while I take off. I might see him. Check systems. Check control services is what I mean. Okay, I think I'm ready to prime and start. And to start, I've got to press two buttons, which I should do with the home and delete key, which is for the booster and the starter button, and then push a key at the back of my throttle unit to throw the mixture lever forward. There we go. A beautiful plane. Never tire of seeing how lovely this plane is. Right, I'm going to set my altimeter. And give it 1/3 of a division of nose down trim for the elevator. And give it an appropriate amount of trim, right rudder trim. So I'm now ready for takeoff, so I'm going to taxi. Shall I ask permission to taxi? Let's see if it will. I'll probably say I can ask permission to start the engine, which I didn't.
Krasnodar, in field 4-1. Request startup.
Bit after the event.
Field 4-1. Krasnodar, cleared for startup.
Okay, so I've started. I'm going to request taxi to runway. The voice attack isn't behaving at the moment. Let's try again.
Krasnodar, in field 4-1. Request taxi to runway.
Break off.
Field 4-1. Krasnodar, cleared a taxi to runway 9.
I've got to try and remember my call time. It's Enfield 4-1. I can never remember what it is because it's different times. Turn right here. Hello, Dwight. I'll adjust my track IR when I get to the runway because I'm finding it trouble to show my feet, and I think it's good for the viewer to see what's happening with the rudder. I think I'm finding 1000 RPM as not 1500 RPM as being a good sort of engine revs to taxi with. I can pretty much leave it there and just use the rudder and the brake. I'll stop there and get permission.
Krasnodar, in field 4-1. Request takeoff. Enfield 4-1. Krasnodar, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.82.
I've got to adjust track IR a bit in a minute. Okay, let me just adjust. That's a bit easier to show my feet now. Right, I'll say it all again as I usually say. To take off, it's stick back, hard right, no, full right aileron, full elevator. And then dance on the pedals while I take off, get the gear up, adjust my trim to about 1 division of nose up, then set my engine revs using the prop pitch there, set my engine revs to about 2700 and then close the cockpit. Cockpit has to stay open in case there's an accident and the ground crew have to drag me out. Yeah. Okay. I need to concentrate now. Je pense grande. Brake off. That's gear up. Trim set. I've had a major accident in as much as I've spilt a drop of my beer, so I'm going to have to trim out.
Good evening, Jagos.
Damn it, I'd alt-tab to get my headphones and stuff plugged in and crap.
So my target is near the north edge of the lake. In fact, there's a railway by the looks of it that I can follow up there. I think that must be a railway. Or perhaps it's this road. And I seem to be over it, but I'm not seeing... Oh, here we are. Perhaps it is a railway. Yes, it's a railway. Okay. Ligne de train? How do you say railway? Look, is that ligne de train? Ligne pour train? And go, ah. I would like to set it so that when I hit my button for the map, releasing that button takes the map away, but it doesn't at the moment. I might be able to do it. I have to press another button to take the map away once I've got it, and I often forget, because that's not the case in War Thunder, of course. To do anything. I imagine I'll know when I'm there because there'll be something there to shoot at me. Perhaps I'll just follow the railway line. That'll take me directly over it, and then I'll be able to see, hopefully, what I need to hit. Just round the bend.
Oh, you're going up to the ones to the northeast.
Yeah, I'm northeast end of the lake, but I haven't
Unless
seen.
you actually have to, because there should be some stuff off to the almost immediate west of the airfield that would be more reachable for the Spitfire.
Well, I'm there. I'm at the place where the target is apparently, but I think I've overflown it.
Unless we have to explicitly launch that with one of us in the helicopter.
The helicopter mission's got to be launched from the F10 menu.
Okay.
Or from the comms menu. It's comms menu and then F10.
Okay, it doesn't appear for me, maybe because I've already started one mission.
Well, whatever my target is, it's directly on the railway, but I haven't seen it.
Normally you just have to fly close enough to it and the mission auto starts. Yeah, you're right on top. So it should have automatically started unless the existence of one mission precludes the starting of another. But we had three. We had three mediums running last night, so that doesn't seem to be the case. That wouldn't seem to be the case.
There is something there. It's like a pole sticking up with a loop on the top.
If you open up your comms menu and look at the F10 other menu, do you have any options in it?
Hold on. Well, I just fired at whatever that is, but it made no difference. I might need bombs, mightn't I, for this target? I don't know.
The easy ones, I think they are doable with machine gun. I think.
Well, I'm overflying that point.
I mean, even some of the units on the medium one are doable with guns. It's just that they have a tendency to lock you up and fire back.
Yeah. Well, I'm flying over the exact point, I'm sure.
Okay, so if you hit if you open up your radio menu and hit F10, What does it say?
Hang on. I can't get it. Can't get my comms to come up.
Yeah, me neither.
Oops. Okay, well, I appear to be respawning at the airfield.
But your ghost, you got no comms either.
No, I can't get the menu to come up.
Are you using like the default C? Is that what you have there?
My default's the backslash or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
No, mine.
Is it the same?
Mine is coming up.
Is it the same menu as when you want to get repaired?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, mine isn't coming up.
That's odd, because strangely, I've got, yeah, unlike last night where some of them were greyed out, and you were saying your jiggles about that being a radio set thing. All of my options are currently white.
Well, even if that was the case, like, you should be able to populate the menu even if there's nothing on it.
So with me there is Jagos and Laxor.
Yeah, is this okay?
That's Laxor now.
To restart the map.
Possibly.
Yeah,
This looks like a water
You
tower.
could do that. Like, you could do that and then just spawn a different objective.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe I'll kick up the helicopter one instead, and that sort of suits us all then. I don't know. Other than obviously completing the current mission, I mean, I would have thought you can have multiple objectives running at once. Otherwise, there's not much point having it working in order. So we had three mediums running last night, didn't we?
I don't know why. This looks very much like a water tower. I don't know why I'd want to hit a water tower.
Strategic objective? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But you won't destroy a water tower with bullets.
No, but I think it's a marker either to defend it or take out units coming in to destroy it that could take it out. But even if you approach the mission areas, you should get something over the radio saying basically you're approaching such and such a thing. Turn back now if you don't want to activate it.
Yeah, as we got yesterday.
Yeah, but you didn't even get it there.
No. So what are you going to do? You're going to restart it? It'll take me a long time to go back and land and do it right.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, see, I've got all my menus activated, all my radio menus working, but I can't load up another mission. So yeah, I guess I'll restart the map.
Okay.
She will
Laxor
work over that, Jagos.
Mm-hmm.
Laxor will restart. Recommence la mission. I will drink what's left of my beer. Good job I got more in the bottle. Beer out of a wine glass makes it last longer.
Restart. So going through the motions. Right. Yeah, actually we're just all sitting in spectators. That's all that's done is restart the map. So that's good.
I've got a black... Oh, that's all right.
Okay, I have a full mission menu now.
Okay, I'm just spawning in. I'm in. it then says now select your mission.
Yeah, see, I've just selected start a helo mission.
From
and
what?
then it came up from the F10 menu.
Oh, right.
So the radio comms menu. So I selected the helo one, and then it says now select your mission. I wonder if I have to go back in. Ah, hang on a minute. Hang on.
C'est moi.
Okay.
The one for general hunt will give you all kinds of shit to shoot out on the ground. You're pretty much going to fail the mission. I've never been able to successfully do it, at least not in a Huey, because the idea behind that mission is it's a fortified area, and you basically got to figure out how to kill this general without alerting him. Well, it's kind of hard to be subtle when you're flying in there with a Huey, full of fucking miniguns.
Did you say there's a target to the west of Krasnodar? Because I'm not seeing one.
There will be very imminently. So I'm thinking the easiest of that lot. General Hunt is going to spawn lots of different things. So let's.
I'm seeing what looks like enemy aircraft on the airfield that's in. What's it square? Hold on. Looks like Echo Kilo 84. Echo Kilo
Our
85.
undercover operatives in the town of Maryanskaya, which is 20 kilometers west of Krasnodar, indicate that the insurgents general will be taking to the road as his headquarters relocates.
I see what you're talking about
the
now.
intel we received is sketchy though, and we're not exactly sure of his location in the city. However, we do know that he will be traveling in his personal UAZ 469, which looks similar to a Jeep. We also expect that he will be escorted by a few armored vehicles. Take out the general before him and his escorts can make it to the new HQ. Expect AAA resistance and possible SAM threats if you travel too close to the city.
We can take it. Oh, blimey. That's just spawned in an awful lot.
We just received a very broken transmission from our operatives. It appears the general's vehicle is on the move. We couldn't distinguish where in the city he might be though. Look for that UAZ 469 and take him out.
Okay, so it spawned a load of stuff over in the next town to the west of the airfield, which should be quite reachable with the Spitfire.
Yeah, it's a lot more reachable than the one I just went for. There's plenty of it. There wasn't that many a minute ago.
There is. No, it's just all come in, but they're saying if you're getting too close into the city, there could be SAMs.
Right.
So that might mean it'll be worth me and Jogos going up first with anti-radiation stuff to take out the radars, and then it should be fairly safe flying.
Well, I'll take a bit more time starting up, etc. Then.
Okay.
Have another sup of my beer. I'm drinking my beer from a wine glass because it makes it last longer. The trouble is that I had it too close to my stick, so I just caught it with my hand, and I had to trim out the aircraft earlier on so that I could mop it up a little bit. It wasn't much, but it was enough that I needed to mop it up.
No, I've destroyed 3 keyboards. No, destroyed 2 keyboards and got away lightly on a third with beer. So.
I believe one computer at least had too much tea, didn't it?
Yeah, but that's not beer. That's a different subject.
Oh, okay.
And that was 2 cups of tea and a glass of water.
Yeah, like I say, I know it had too much tea. I forgot about the water.
There's no such thing as too much tea. I think it's the water that did it.
There's no such thing as too much tea for you, but there is too much for a computer. In the top, I believe.
It was an even covering.
If you wanted your water boiled, you could have put it in a kettle.
That was a filter system for the tea. I just had my cup underneath it.
Right, I'm zoomed in, hopefully in a good place. Right, I'll get started up and just cruise around for a little while until you think it's safe for me to come in.
Alright, it shouldn't, well, hopefully it shouldn't be too long.
Okay. Well, I don't know why that didn't start. Oh, because I didn't put my magnetos on, did I? I have to reprime now. Forgetting to do everything because I pushed my mixture button. I forgot to put it back. I think 3 or 4 should do this now. Shouldn't need the same amount. Right, I think everything's in the right place now. I didn't put my gear light on. I'll have to do that. Break off and taxi. Say Laxor. I'm taking off in the other direction because that's where I was nearest. Maybe he'd already taken off. I don't think so. Oh, there's Jagos. In a Huey.
Oops,
Fucking
approaching.
approach.
Nothing's drawn the attention of my sidearm yet.
Look off dear like 11, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's not locking onto anything. I'm pretty close, so I'm getting a little bit nervous.
You're about to get something in a minute for how close you are.
Yeah, I'm right over the top. Right over the top.
I'm about to take off.
Yeah, it seems... I don't think I'm getting shot at.
Yeah, you will eventually. There's like T-55s and BMPs down there that'll fire their
Ouch, yeah.
secondary guns out.
Yep, I just got fired at.
There's only one T-55 in there. Like last time I cleared that AO when I was doing just my single player thing,
Right.
I was able to kill everything in there except for the T-55, but I wasn't carrying rocket.
Right. Now, I only just missed getting fired at by a missile, but nothing locked. The sidearm locked onto nothing. It didn't even detect radiation, let alone lock onto it.
You shot up by a missile?
Yep.
Huh. I never got shot at by a missile flying over there. This will be interesting.
Well, if it's too.
It's probably an IR missile.
No. I've got no idea where it came from though. Okay, I'm getting fired. Whoa, what was that? I'm down. Wow.
I'm just on your... Well, away back, but I'm on your 6, Jagos.
Not anymore, you're not.
I'm on Jagos 6.
Ah, Jagos, okay, sorry.
I'm seeing red markers.
Yeah.
That's helpful. Normally turn them off, but that's because on your map I know roughly where they might be.
Yeah.
Nah, I just leave them on. I mean, they're pretty much dots only, so you're not going to see words and shit popping up if that's what you said it.
No, on Laxor's, on this other map, I normally just turn all markers off immediately because I know roughly where they are anyway. I'll turn them off because it just feels more realistic.
I keep them on because, you know, flying in VR, I can't see anything unless it's, you know, within 100 meters of me or some shit like.
Oh, right.
God, especially when it comes to aircraft. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't fly on multiplayer servers where they're like, no labels, no labels. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna play on your server.
Well, my usual thing is that I just lose them. If I'm in a turn fight, I'll turn, and as I turn, I lose them because Track IR doesn't follow me absolutely all the way round, and they don't lose me. So because they haven't lost me, generally speaking, they're going to get me. As long as I don't lose them, I stand a chance. Bonsoir, Luke.
So right
Merci.
towards the front of that town, there's going to be a T-55 out there. If you got a bomb to take that out, that'd be great.
I haven't got bombs, but I could have loaded them. I
If
probably
could
would have bombed the
identify a
lake.
T-55.
Oh yeah, identifying
It'll
one
be-
of those, that'd be
It'll be
impossible.
the tank that's not flat.
Okay. Oh, is that like a little thing with a dome on top?
Well,
Or is
there's
that
the
something
BMP,
else?
the little dome, and then there's a T-55 that's got the big.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
I hit something. And he's burning, so that's good. Yeah, I hit a bus, I think. I don't know. Well, I don't know. It looked a bit like a bus. I don't think it was. There's a genuine target. It's burning. I've just got some fire come back up at me.
German attack and has fled his vehicle. He's just been spotted ducking into a nearby house. We've lost our opportunity to take him out. RTV.
I think.
So yeah, so we just lost the mission. Like I said, I kind of knew that was going to happen. But the targets will stay on the ground until they're all killed.
Oh, I got a freeze at a bad time. I think I got away with it. I got a freeze when I was very low.
No, you look all right to me.
I just counted my wings. I've still got 2. I've got 2 of the units that I was shooting at. 3 of them. But as I got low, I got this horrible freeze. I really didn't think I was going to get out of that.
Oh, you see that on the menu? After the first one's been completed or failed or whatever, you can't select zones by just flying over them anymore. You have to select them from the radio.
Bonsoir, Luc. Merci.
Careful, Bill. My co-pilot's going ape shit with this minigun.
Don't worry, a tree will probably get me. I didn't see you till the last minute, and I only saw the spray. I didn't actually see your aircraft. Now I see you.
I have noticed the waist gunners on the Huey are a bit trigger happy, aren't they?
As long as they're trigger happy with the enemy, it's not so bad.
It wasn't my door gunner that's burning up all his ammo. It was my co-pilot. He's already out. He's already burnt through all the side-mounted miniguns. I just got my door gunner minigun.
I've never had the co-pilot firing in the Huey. It's only ever been me.
Well, if you set the co-pilot to be able to fire, he'll run the miniguns with that little gyroscopic thing.
Oh right, okay.
I found the tree.
I saw that, Bill.
Yeah, I saw it from close up.
So yeah, it kind of makes for a fun and relaxing flight. You know, just letting the Ooh, oh, that hurt.
Yeah, it looked like something
You're saying?
happened. Oh dear.
Holy shit, the SAMs are firing at me.
Oops.
See, I told you there was some missiles.
Oh, then.
Is that a let's try that again moment?
Yeah, I'll have to keep lower this time. Yeah, when I run this gunship setup with all the miniguns, I have to reduce my fuel quantity by 10%, otherwise I'm overweight.
So you have to think of it all then.
What's that?
You have to think of it all, not quite like War Thunder.
Oh yeah.
A bit more involved than War Thunder. Don't want to put you off, Lexor, but I'm watching.
Oh, I didn't take anything that put me off.
I can see you at my right door.
I'm about 10 feet, if that, behind you.
Well, that wasn't the best take in forever.
It's
Is it
okay
ever?
to me.
No. Well, I do know I resemble that statement. Now, you're saying this Z whatever it is somewhere near the front of the town?
Yeah.
What do you class
I
as
mean,
the front of the
not
town?
the SAMs, but there's a T-55 at the front of the town that I can't kill.
Okay, I shall attempt to say hello. Maverick away. I'm sure there's a more official terminology than Maverick away, but
Rifle.
job done.
Sounds all
Rifle.
right to me. Rifle.
Yeah, the different designations for the type of missile you're firing.
Oh, right then.
Well, a rifle is just for basically any, like, rocket,
Oh, okay.
as far as I'm aware.
Oh, I hit something. I don't know what it was.
T-55.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Is that the one you were talking about, Jagos?
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
I do have to put my hand up and say the only reason I was able to hit it is based on placement, not identification. Because I still don't know what one looks like.
End product is the right answer.
Yeah.
It's a bit like landing, isn't it? Any landing you walk away from is a good one, and like if you got the enemy, you got them.
Now, what I would like to learn is how I can identify those SAMs.
Don't you have a radar tracking missile that you can take?
I believe not. No. Oh, well, I've got I've got a sidearm, but it wasn't locking onto anything on the first pass.
I almost wonder if those are infrared guided missiles, not radar missiles.
Which means I need to get a flare button mapped. So I guess there's no way to know you've been fired at with infrared, is there?
I don't know.
Let's have another go. Are either of you two in the over the town?
I'm only over the tarmac at the moment. I'm still sitting. I was looking on the other bits on the other screen. About to start up.
I should learn how to fly that Black Shark.
Hey, I can fly the Black Shark. It's probably one of my strongest modules, actually.
Well, what are you doing in a Harrier? This is a Helos map.
Or
the mission is, anyway.
I was doing the community service. I was taking out your ZU wherever it was.
Which you probably could have done with the Black Shark.
Point taken. Fine. Return to base. I should be flying the F-16, but I haven't quite got the capacity to do a fumbling fish out of water learning stream tonight.
Why the F-16?
Because if there's going to be modules that I end up getting, I really like how the F-16 looks from an interior perspective. That canopy is just amazing.
Meh. It's all right. I like the F-18.
Yeah, I thought you might say that, to be fair. I mean, the F-18, obviously, it's a more complete module, and it's capable of the carrier landings and everything, but given my brief attempt at carrier landings, I can't really see me having half a chance of it.
As I understand it, they're going to develop the F-16 to have a hook too, because I guess it had the potential for carrier landings as well, as from what I've heard. I don't know how true that is, but
coming in runway eastbound.
Roger that. That's the
so I downloaded beta the other day too.
Oh yeah.
Because I guess they're expecting to turned the super carrier loose on bait on a couple.
Oh, right. Oh no, don't lower my gear.
So I have to go check that out. I already pre-ordered it.
That was Laxor just coming in.
Apparently, Fat in chat, the F-16 hooks an emergency landing arrest wire hook.
Oh, emergency landings, okay. I wonder if that'll be modeled.
Be interesting. Does that mean effectively then that they throw a cable out on the runway? Apparently it is. Okay, that'd be interesting. Okay, switching to a KA because someone wasn't happy with me flying the gorgeous Harrier. The only thing I don't like about the KA in stable is the fact that it is still the old cockpit. Looking forward to them bringing across the new cockpit and new sounds into stable because the KA in beta sounds absolutely amazing.
How long do you think it'll be before they do that?
I don't know. I'm hoping. I mean, the new cockpit has been out for a little bit now, so you'd kind of hope it's getting ready for sharing with the world, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a second. I've got my ground crew visiting me. 2 seconds.
Okay.
Right, I don't have my ears on yet, but I think Mrs. Laxor was just grabbing crewmate number 1 ears drink. I'll get the ears back on in a second. Right, ears are back.
Roger.
Son of a bitch.
What got you? Missile.
Yep. I was doing so good too.
He's only doing his job, Juggos.
No shit, man. I'll be right back.
Oh, that was monumentally stupid.
So what's a 9M3 that just got me? A missile? I was pushing the wrong button. What's a 9M3 that just got me? Is that a missile?
I think so.
Definitely got me. Blew me absolutely to bits.
Alright. Well, now that I've landed again, because I forgot to pick up armaments. So we are currently heading the wrong direction.
AO's to the west, Lax.
Yeah, for some reason I've lost my compass on my HUD, and I can't remember where it is in the car.
How fast are you traveling?
I am travelling. Let's see if I can remember where my. I am travelling 200. Unfortunately, I can't remember if that's miles an hour or kilometers.
Oh, that's got to be kilometers an hour. Because my gauge is in knots, and I'm going 100 knots.
Okay, yeah, but I'm going slightly faster than you are now. I'm going to see what I can see. Oh, but not with that button. I can't see anything over there. I'm gonna slow down and sit myself into a hover.
I'll take it you guys are coming in. You're too close to be going out.
We're hovering at the moment, or I'm hovering.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get a look.
He's hovering. I'm just flying circles around him. I'm coming in.
Roger that. I'm on the runway about to get rolling.
Oh, I thought you were over with the AO. No, we're going to attack shit.
Roger that.
I've got a target acquired. See if I can hit it. Oh, my missile's not firing.
Oh.
Well, that's typical. The one time I'm too far away. Right behind that tree, isn't he? What are the other multi-crew vehicles in this one, Jagos? We've got Huey, the F-14, the Gazelle.
Huey's not multi-crew, is it? I don't think so.
I thought
mean,
it
it's
was.
multi-crew, but you can't put 2 players in it.
Right.
But the Gazelle, you can put 2 players in. The F-14, you can put 2 players in. There's another jet you can put 2 players in too. I can't remember what it was though.
Yeah, I was feeling that as well, but I can't remember. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer.
Holy shit! Was that you?
Not me. Might be Bill.
I just saw a vehicle explode.
Oh no, not me. I hit something, so maybe he burned for a while and then exploded. I'm going for another one now.
See if I can get myself back into a hover and I might be able to assist. Okay, I've got a target lock. Firing imminently.
Ooh, saw that.
That's when I just...
Fired.
Oh no, it wasn't mine.
Missile down.
Oops, a different tree that time.
I'm going guns. Mostly because the last target is behind the building and I can't get it from a missile. Oops, that's a shame I don't turn the rotors off.
Well, if there was one left, Jago's just got him.
No, there's, I think it was shooting at Jagos. Jagos is still flying. I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm with him.
Okay, let's go get Uzi. Okay, I got Jagos.
I'm only with him in spirit because my plane went down. I hit another tree.
Just as I get down there.
Yeah, I think the AO is clear from RTB.
I'm already RTB by virtue of the fact that I'm no longer in the air.
You're RTB by virtue of death.
Yeah. Well, for me, that was a lot more pleasurable than going all that way last night and then getting blown up by something that just tracked me with a lock-on missile.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you got lucky. You didn't get tracked by those Sams over here, did you?
I did get hit by one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I picked up one missile because it just completely blew my aircraft to bits. Because I'm not used to that, so I'm thinking, oh, what did I hit? Then I realised I didn't hit anything. It was a missile. don't know if Laxall remembers me saying this, probably. I was at North Weald Airfield watching an air show, and a Spit went over, and it took the hairs, it stood the hairs up on the back of my neck, and
Right.
I was thinking, if there's such a thing as reincarnation, I bought it in one of those things, and today I suddenly realised all of a sudden how it would have happened. The engine would have just droned me to sleep. As I was taxiing earlier on, I was really starting to struggle just because of the drone of the engine. It's like it's a lovely white noise thing that I like. But yeah, when that Spit went over and he pulled his nose up and went up, and hairs on the back of my neck just stood up.
I remember when we were driving down to Cornwall a couple of years ago. Actually, it would have been about 6 years ago now. I didn't get a long enough glance at it. It might have been a Spitfire or it was a Hurricane. But it was, because of the way the road was laying, it was flying under the road, because I guess we were slightly at the top of a hill.
Oh,
and
right.
The road sort of dipped down.
Yeah.
But this Spitfire, or whatever it was, just pulled up out of nowhere, and it was pretty much right on top of us.
That must have been lovely. Well, I've got a picture of 3 Spits that went over here some years ago, and in fact, on one of my icons is a Spitfire, which I took a picture of as it flew over this house from underneath, and it was basically just a black underneath because of silhouette. But with a little bit of jiggery pokery, all I did was lightened it up. I didn't edit it in any other way. I just made it lighter, and I could see the underside of the aircraft, the roundels. It's a picture I'm really very happy with, because it's my picture. It just isn't my Spit. That's the only trouble. But this is my Spit, and I can fly it whenever I want, as long as I want. So that's good.
Is that the only aircraft you have?
I've got a P-51, but I just enjoy the Spit so much. I just love it. If I'm just looking at it, I'm happy. If I'm sitting in it, I'm there. It's just so beautiful, just a lovely plane. I know it's not the best airplane in the world. As far as I'm concerned, it's the most beautiful airplane in the world. There won't be one designed like it.
You need to get VR, sir.
VR would be good. But the only thing is, how do you deal with your keyboard?
How do you deal with what?
With your keyboard. Because you can't see your keyboard, can you? Not that I use mine.
I got most everything I need mapped on my joystick.
Yeah, like me. It's just rare occasions, but then that would completely flummox me if I did on a rare occasion have to use the keyboard. In fact, I'm just trying to think what I use it for. I can't think of what I use the keyboard for. Because like you, I've got everything mapped on my stick and throttle.
Yeah, for the stuff that I have to use the keyboard for, I just lift them up real quick, hit the keys, and put them back on.
Yeah. Oh, they're not that fussy about where they sit on the head then.
Mine aren't, no.
I just imagine, like with mine, I like to position. It's not VR, but it's. I've got a track clip. I've got a clip on my baseball cap, and I do find that I'm trying to position it every time quite right, but it always feels slightly out. Mainly because I need a new baseball cap. This one slants to the right. There's Jaggos now. Hello, sir. I should go and take off and redeem myself if I can, because my last takeoff was the worst landing I've ever made.
That was probably the worst landing I ever made.
I was going to say, who's that?
Who's what?
Sir, you're stealing my thunder.
That's the one thing I still need to work on with the Huey is just my controllability when I'm maneuvering slower and trying to be more precise about what I want to do and how to.
I've just noticed that someone round to my sort of 4 o'clock is having a bonfire.
Yeah, that would be.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually setting fire to the tree.
That's a Huey bonfire over there.
Yeah, very nice too. The best kind when you're not flying a Huey.
Yeah, except I was flying that one.
Exactly.
Why are you parking over there anyway?
I'm just gonna touch down. I'm just gonna touch down next to Bill.
Well, you did that. You certainly got down.
Oh, in that case, I'll come and crash next to you then.
I thought that was my job to fly through people when I'm trying to buzz them. I'll sit here. I'll have a sup.
I'll do it.
Sorry, I wasn't watching. I was talking. Oh yeah, that's close enough. So you were closer on that other one where I've got the the dual screen.
Yeah.
The Ghost. Have you seen that? I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Seen what?
I've got a vid on an upload on my channel, on my YouTube channel, where I was sitting about to get started and get rolling on his map, and he was already up, and he floated across, and we did a little rendezvous. But what I did was I got a video from each of our aspects, from his view and from mine, and put them side by side in real time. So on that video you're seeing what he's doing and what I'm seeing both at the same time in real time. I was quite pleased with that. That's on my playlist on my channel if you want to look at it. It's about the second one down.
Cool.
I'm about to get started.
Yep, yep. I'm gonna switch over to the A10 because sitting duck in chat may want to see it, or Domino Effect. Actually, I think it was Domino Effect that was interested in the A10.
Oh, right. That was stupid. Turn off the magnetos. Why did I do that? Am I good to take off?
Yep.
I hope so.
Lax was nearby, but I didn't know where he was going to go.
Oh, that's not
No.
Lax.
Oh, you're both in a thingy. You're not in a Huey?
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
I'm in an A10.
Oh, you're in an A10, of course. I remember you saying now. Okay, I'm gonna roll. We don't actually have anything to shoot at now, do we?
We don't, but that doesn't stop us from starting it up. I can restart the Hilo one again if you want.
I'm not too worried. I'm just looking at the time. I'm not sure how long I'll stay for. It's probably not worth doing stuff to suit me.
Run it off again just so there's something there.
Yeah, whatever. Although I'm airborne now. Let me land then. I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to land on this one, have I? I've always been shot down or crashed or something. I'm downwind at the moment. Just turning base. Turn-in finals. Someone landed in a field? I'm seeing something in a field, but I don't know what it is. Oh, maybe it's one of our defence
I'd imagine it's
units.
Jagos.
Well, it might be a defence. It might not be an aircraft. No, it's not. It's just buildings and stuff.
Right.
Okay, I'm on finals anyway.
Sorry, wrong button.
And gear down. And flaps. Started off as a reasonable landing and then went pear-shaped. I'm alive, but you know, it wasn't. It started off quite nice. It touched out quite nicely. Then I think, limped to one side, and with the bounce, that meant the next bounce was quite powerful. So I'm down anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about trying to quit by, I don't know, one or quarter past. Maybe I'll pass tonight.
Right.
Well, that proper job is a lovely job of bitter for me. Ah, so Chagos is going for the 190 now.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember how to start this thing.
I think it's Windows and Enter or something like that.
Yeah, this doesn't have an auto start.
Does it not?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Because that's what I had to do.
Went home and I just tried it. There's no keybind.
Oh,
Is it one? Is that the later? Because aren't there two 190s?
Yeah, this is a D9.
Right.
I don't know what I was flying. What's the other one? The K?
No, the A8.
Oh. I don't know what I was flying. But it's also which. Hang on, it's the. It must be the Windows key, and is it home? Did you say?
It's normally the right Windows key and home.
For me, it had
by
to be the
default,
left.
because because of the mapping system doesn't account for the fact that most keyboards nowadays only have one Windows key.
Yep, just like mine. It worked for me, but maybe I was in the other aircraft.
Which is quite possible. Is there a parking brake? I can't remember. Oh no, there we go.
Where it's going now.
Better get off the runway, hadn't I?
Oh, nose wheel steering. Sorry, wrong button.
I'm gonna just move off the runways to give you a bit of space.
I should have plenty of room to take off in this one.
Well, actually, I'm already by default, well, by bad landing, I'm over onto the right. So I'll just move over a bit
Right.
further.
Okay. Okay, I'll take runway left. Actually, I'm taking runway right. Theoretically, it's just the opposite end from you.
Yep. I just realised I was just taxiing and it didn't sound right. And the reason it didn't sound right is because I failed to open my canopy. And I failed to put my prop pitch fully fine when I landed. I should have opened the canopy and put the prop pitch fully fine before I landed. Let me know when you roll.
Rolling now.
Okay, it's only so I go and shut my eyes.
That was very nearly a tail strike.
It did look a bit steep when you first went up, when you lifted your nose up, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very good at taking that one off.
Have you watched me in the spit? Just keeping the damn thing straight's a hell of a challenge.
I'll have that same problem with this thing when I get there.
I'm watching. I've got a ringside seat.
Oddly, that mission didn't fire up.
What, you mean you should just be able to kick it off even when we're still in?
Yeah.
Alright. Thought you had to sort of leave the mission to start it again.
No, you should just be able to queue it up.
No.
Yeah, I think that's probably fairly straight. Here we go.
Good luck. I mean, enjoy.
That's a big bomb you got on the bomb there.
Turn to the right a little bit, please. Turn to the right a bit more, please. The other right. Oh, that's a 190. Sorry. I was thinking 109 when we were talking about the startup.
Right.
I was in a 109, not a 190. I suppose theoretically we should be taking off in that direction because that's into wind, isn't it? Well, considering the prevailing wind is likely to be from the west, so I suppose normally it should be a takeoff in that direction, as with the other one as well. Does this take account of plugs fouling up and things like that, do you know?
I don't know if it does it to the same degree as FSX, but you can tell the system to simulate random failures. But I don't know how you recover from that.
Yeah.
Whether you just have to say request a repair from the ground crew.
Oh, right. No, the reason I asked is because I seem to remember a while back I just left my aircraft sitting there ticking over for ages, and when I went back it didn't want to know. I was putting the throttle forward and it was like really hesitating. I got a feeling like the plugs are fouled up really badly or something like that. That's what it was like. Eventually it stopped and I gave up and sort of respawned. Quite enjoyed flying the Cherokee the other night across to Stansted.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah, what I'd really like would be if FSX or any of these flight sims could actually show the Earth, but you know, like streets and stuff. And I think you're saying that the new FSX does, at least to some degree. More
To
so
some
than
degree,
this.
yeah. There is.
More It would do that more than the old FSX.
Yeah, there's. Oh, actually, I've managed to fire off another mission. I don't know what it's going to do, but yeah, there should be a mission starting. With regards to the photorealistic stuff, the Flight Sim 2020 is supposed to have it,
call from our troops in the town
but
of
it's only in the
Starskaya.
places that's actually had the digital something or the photo telemetry or something done, and that's only a handful of cities. So they've sold it, it's like a major selling point of it. It's not actually in place for a lot for everywhere. So there might still be tie-ins from other developers like A2A Simulations or whoever it is that does all the ground stuff. I can't remember who it is. So there could be tie-ins from that. And with any luck, if they play it fair, they'll do it so that if you've got a license for FSX, you might have to pay a nominal upgrade to take it to 2020. But there's not been anything said about that yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got FSX, so I hope that's the case.
Yeah. I mean, it would make sense. It would be a nominal if you've already bought it on another platform, or like another game.
The only thing is, I just wonder what the frame rate's going to be like for me, because the other night doing current FSX, it was just like it dropped to about 15, and it really does start to get uncomfortable.
Right.
I would imagine though that with new software for it, I would imagine the coding might be a bit more streamlined, so it needs less less meat on the bone to be able to work?
Possibly, yeah, I think so. And you can pre-download stuff.
Pre-download it. So yeah. So you just have to load up so much on the fly. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I didn't mean on the fly as a pun, but you know what I mean. There are some enemy units now southwest of the lake that is so flying directly across the lake.
Yeah, part of this mission is for the Huey to go in and pick people up as a rescue.
Oh, okay.
And I guess there's other units that will be there for firing at as well.
Yeah. Well, they're showing life bars, so they must be shootable. I take it that's where you're on your way to now, you guys.
That's where I'm on my way to, yeah.
The Ghost looks like he's going the same route.
Yeah, not sure what I'm going to do when I get there, though. I can't figure out how to work the bombs and rocks.
I could stick bombs on mine, but I'm just useless for them.
Yeah, the Shifty Mover was doing a good introduction to bombing in the Spitfire actually a few weeks ago. I was sort of listening in on whilst I was working. It was just after the lockdown came in.
Yeah, I suppose I should look into that.
But I think basically he's talking about use trial and error and set up a map so that you've got infinite ammo, and then just make sure you always come in at the same altitude and the same speed, and then just drop bomb and see where it lands, and then adjust your aim on repetitive. So it's very much it wouldn't work for how we generally have our maps set up because we don't have infinite ammo switched on. But for setting up, it like take a couple of minutes to set up a map that has it. You just dump on a couple of ground targets, give yourself even an air sport.
Yeah. Yeah, because although starting the engine is all good fun and that, if your main thing is that you want to test your bombing abilities, you don't need to test your starting up.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I learned to start up the F5, and I was okay with doing the F18, but then I decided, I want to learn other stuff first. Everybody's got auto start enabled, so I'm not going to focus on that when I could be doing more fun stuff.
Just realised I'm still sitting on the runway. I must need more ammo, I would think. Oh, no, I just did a circuit, didn't I, just now? Yeah, I did. So I've only lost fuel. I haven't lost ammo. I could just turn around and
friendly target there too.
There are friendly targets in the area. Yeah, they have to be picked up. I think it's a medivac mission, so you can go out there and pick them up in the Huey.
I'm not in a Huey.
Well, not now. You're not. I just loaded up anything that worked. I couldn't get the General Hunt to work again.
It's all right.
But there are enemy units as well. So
I get in the Huey after I crash this.
That's what I like. A sense of optimism. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, confidence. I'm confident that I'm going to crash.
Yeah, a lot of people would say that as being negative, but it's just accepting reality.
Confidently.
wow, the A10 in stable is a lot more squirrely than.
Hey, look at that! I dropped the bomb.
Nice. What on?
Did it hit anything?
Yeah, look at that. We got two
Ooh.
things.
Whoa. Oh, yeah.
That did look a big old bomb slung under there, though.
We
So
just figure out the rockets.
it was certainly bigger than the bombs that you can chuck on a Spitfire.
Yeah, you can put 3 on a Spit.
Yeah, but they're quite small, aren't they?
I think you might have a choice. There might be a choice of like putting one bigger one. I can't remember.
Yeah, there is a central bigger one, but I don't think it's as big as what it didn't. I don't remember it looking as big as the one that was slung underneath the Ghost.
Oh, that did look quite a big chap.
That was a 500 kilo.
Oh blimey!
Blimey, yeah, £1,000 bomb. That's big. I think it's normally 250 and maybe up to 500 on a Spit, but I don't think it might not even be the option of a 500. I can't be sure because I don't do them, so I don't really know. Okay, I'm going to squiggle around the runway and then hopefully get airborne.
I'm actually scoring some good cannon hits.
Look, wrong button. That's because it's a big cannon. Uh-oh, what have I done? I've turned something off. Now I've messed myself up. Oh no, I haven't. It's just the attitude I was flying at. There we go.
Shit, man, I'm stalling though.
Oh, yeah.
Whoops. Sorry?
What was that? Did I just miss you?
No, I just missed you. I was diving in and lined up on this, and I pulled the trigger just as you passed in front of my gun, so my rounds went behind your.
And that was how he described the blue on blue incident to the insurance company.
Are you two guys right with the enemy units now?
Yeah.
That's good because I can see 2 dots.
That's if you need a reference.
Yeah, these units went down an awful lot quicker. We might have to restart this mission. There's keep going like that. There's going to be nothing left by the time Bill gets there. Perhaps I'll stop. Perhaps I'll actually no. I'll load up a medium. I'll load up a medium one somewhere else, and that you guys in the props can.
Are you gonna do another meta? You planning on doing another medevac when that one's done?
I can do. Actually, it's gone into the thing where I can't start another mission. So we might have to restart the map.
Maybe if I swoop in there and pick up those troops.
Yep, I'm RTV. I should be just off your 11 o'clock, Bill. Maybe.
Yeah, I got you. 10.
Yeah.
Are you over the units now? Because I'm heading
no.
towards. Oh, okay.
No, they're a little bit further. They're about.
Yeah, well, that's
the
what I
same
thought.
distance. Yeah.
Oh, I've got eyes now. One of them ducked into a building.
It's possible one is close to a building, yeah.
Looked as though he's in it. So in which case you'd have to know he's there and bomb it.
After making a tactical manoeuvre to not land, I'm going to come in on runway east.
Roger. Was one of you guys just firing though? That would have to be Jagos.
Negative.
Ah, well something was shooting at me then. I didn't see where it was coming from. I'm in the wrong place.
Lovely gentle landing. The downside is it might be too close to the other end of the runway. Safe, safe. I know.
Right, well, a tree just crashed into me, so it's what? It's 1:15. I'm thinking that I'm going to quit there so that I don't end up falling asleep on the taxiway again.
Okay.
Because that was quite good. That was a good little run. Quite enjoyed that. So I'll zoom off. TTFN Jagos, TTFN Lexor.
Yep.
Toodle pips.
Okay.
Old boy, toodle pip, old boy. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so for the sake of anyone that might be still watching, it still shows that someone's watching, so thanks for joining me. I suspect you don't have facility to put chat messages on, so that's fine. It's good that someone was there all that time. I imagine I will be doing something tomorrow night, but I don't know what or for how long. I've been doing a lot just lately and going to bed very late. Stupid late a lot of the time because
Are you flying over the lake?
I always end up
Negative.
going
I am square
elsewhere.
wheels on the ramp.
I'll come out of Discord because that's obviously going to cause an issue.
Like some random containers or something in the middle of a lake, I guess.
So that was with Lexor and Jagos. Jagos obviously, as you can tell, is in the States. Lexor and myself, Bill 1949 in UK. So I might be doing something tomorrow night. But as I said, I've done quite a lot of late stuff just recently, and when I finish, I then end up doing more stuff, and I go to bed at silly times. It's gone 4 o'clock the other night before I got into bed, which is a bit silly. So I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to quit. So wherever you are, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you another time.